They go play action here on first down. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Goff now to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, here's Goff. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Goff on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Reynolds. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. On first down, it's Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He sets to fire deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a third and long. Goff throwing again. Throw left side complete. That's Reynolds. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board, and a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds a man with a crossing route. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2
plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the early lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 50, it's gone. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the gun, here's Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And that is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Hut. Hut.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go. What?
Back to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bush. Touchdown, Packers! As his guys are in for 6, and the Packers add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Dances by him. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Like 20.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 45.
Value 3. Value 3. Got 4. Go. Like 20. Watch the twist. Starting left here. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 76. Tell him. 76. 76.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Out of the gun. Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wheeler. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, gone. Dumps it off to Gurley. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Tight end right. Hot. 180.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. this throw is going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here's Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And Zerline's kick is good. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Samson Abukum in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards.
Merlin!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Joe, 12, Joe. Not 180.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Like 20. We go. 76. 76.
Goff now looking to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown as a member of the Rams. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2.
180.
Here's Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him for a loss of 5. And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14.
Come on, let's go. 190. 190. Ohio.
They'll set up to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown. Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
To throw is gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On second down, here's Goff. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Gurley again here on first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Everyone's got 4. Go, sit on. 20.
To throw on second down is gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. In for the score. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the gun, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Hut. Hut.
He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Flex round. Flex round.
They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. sack back at the 38. Samson Abukum in there to get him for his second sack of the night. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a three-score game, though, fourth quarter. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 17. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now Goff, and now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Reynolds. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Goff. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. One last throw here for Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep.